It is really good. It's the best coffee in town.
Hello, friends. Happy Saturday. ZD's in the background chewing her new ghost toy, so if you hear squeaking or crinkling, that's what's happening. But I am very excited because we are about to put together my fall capsule wardrobe. I have been waiting to do this until it was going to be like a full week. I'm sorry, it's so distracting. Like a full week of like nice, not 90-degree weather, and this week it's supposed to be in the 70s, so it's about time. So we have a coffee, we're gonna put Gilmore Girls on. It's just a whole thing. I look forward to doing this every year. I have enjoyed having my activewear as a capsule wardrobe for the spring and summer. I just wanted to try something different and I really enjoyed it. But there is something about having my sweaters out and like all of the fall colors out on my capsule that just like, it just, nothing makes me happier. I love the texture of all of the different patterns and colors and everything, and it just looks so aesthetically pleasing to me. It's like when I do it, it's like fall has arrived in our house, especially in our room where we have these like insane blue walls. Anyways, besides the point, but like I'm so excited. I look forward to this all the time. I do have a few pieces coming in that haven't arrived yet. I have a pair of jeans and a sweatshirt. So when those arrive, I'll show you in a vlog, but this is just gonna be like my base capsule wardrobe, and I just figured I would bring you guys along. You guys like when I do fashion-y capsule stuff anyways, and I haven't featured it in a video in a while, other than like a capsule wardrobe tour, which I don't think I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna let this be it because honestly, other than the pieces coming in, nothing has changed. So I feel like that would be really repetitive. So I'm just gonna do this, and then I would like to feature like some outfits and stuff like that out of the capsule in videos. I have a couple of ideas. So anyways, that's the plan. It's Saturday, it's a hurricane. What else would we be doing other than this? And like, it just sounds perfect. She's squeaking away, so I'm gonna shut up now, drink this, press play on like the best time of year. I even brought out my Yale mug. It's just perfect. It's perfect. The vibes are perfect today, and I couldn't be happier. It's actually Sunday, like early evening. It's like literally just after 4. But we've had pretty much a lazy day around here. It's been very just like chill and cozy, cleaned up a little bit, did the laundry, that kind of thing. I'm on sprints right now with Gabby, and I am reading Divine Rivals, and I wanted to give you an update because I'm just at the like 150 page mark, so I'm about halfway through, a little bit under halfway through. I'm in part 2 right now, and this is why I was like so hesitant to read this book, because I know I'm going to be devastated when it's over, because this is already giving 5-star energy. There are so many things that I love happening in this book right now, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself when it's over. I know, like, I don't want it to put me in a reading slump, but like, I also want to read it as fast as possible because I want to know what's going to happen. And I also know there's already book 2 coming in December. I can't. Okay, let me explain all the things that I'm loving and also like what this book is about. That would be helpful, right? In case you weren't sure. I mean, I'm sure by now, if you wanted to read this book, you probably have, but just in case you are here and you haven't read this yet because you weren't sure, it was hyped up too much, because like I totally understand. This book is seemingly following 2 point of views. We have Iris, who is a little bit lower class, shall we say, and she is a writer. She works at this, or she's bidding for this like spot at a newspaper right now. She's kind of writing obituaries, and then she gets random pieces, and she's like competing for the spot at the newspaper. Also, her brother has gone off to fight in like the war that is happening with the gods, and that's like kind of where the fantasy comes in, is we have this war that's happening between these 2 gods. Her brother has gone off to fight in the war, and he has gone missing. She hasn't heard from him. She doesn't know anything about where he is, if he's alive, if he's dead, whatever. She's also kind of like spiraling and trying to figure out what could have possibly happened with him. And then we have Roman Kit, who is higher class. He is also competing, so him and Iris are like going at it for this spot at the paper, and he is like one of those, you know, his life is supposedly like figured out for him. His dad is like trying to arrange a marriage, that kind of thing, and he's also competing with Iris at this newspaper for the spot. And what I am freaking loving so much about this story so far is that we are having that kind of anonymous you've got mail letter situation going on, which I am just a sucker for, okay? They both have these typewriters, and Iris thinks that she is writing to her brother, or at least she hopes that she's writing to her brother. So she is writing these letters, she slips them into the wardrobe, and when she opens the door, they're gone. And she hopes that they're like going off somewhere. And then one night she gets one back that says, "This is not your brother." And they start writing back and forth and kind of forming this like friendship, even though she has no idea who is on the other end of these letters. So it's a very much like you've got mail email situation. I just love that, okay? I just love it. I don't know why. I'm just a sucker for it. Maybe it has to do because I love You Got Mail so much. Maybe. But like, I'm here for it. And then we also have this like kind of what I'm assuming is going to be like an enemies to lovers situation where, you know, they're competing, Iris and Roman, for this spot at the paper, and, you know, they have that like banter going on, but she's also like, he's hella handsome. And, you know, they each have their like own shit going on, and I'm assuming it's gonna be like an enemies to lovers kind of thing. But like, their chemistry is so good, and I'm here for it, okay? I will admit some of the things about the gods and the war a little over my head. Like, sometimes that happens because I'm not like super into mythology and all of that, so I feel like sometimes it can go over my head. I'm grasping it enough to like be engaged in the story and understand what's going on, and that is a very like side plot kind of thing, at least so far. Some of it does like go over my head. I'm like, don't really care. All I have to know is that there's gods and there's a war happening and they're not getting along, whatever. But like the lore of it, do I really need to understand it to enjoy the book? Not really. If you're into that thing, then I'm sure you'll probably enjoy it. But like, I don't need it for the story, and it's not like hugely in here. But oh my god, I'm just loving it so much. Again, I'm like halfway through, or at least like a little under halfway through, and like I want to binge this all right now. Like I want to finish this today. I want to know what happens. I need it. I have a feeling we are heading towards a very cute romance, which like, you know that like romance isn't my main like thing that I love in a book, but when it's there amidst all of the rest of it, I love it. And when we have these like letters going on, and there's also like a bit of magic behind that happening, it's just so many things that I love. They're also like writers, so the writing in here is absolutely gorgeous. Rebecca Ross's writing, so good. It makes me kind of regret not picking up her other two. I know she has like another little mini series going on. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up, but I'm loving it so far. I am eating it up. I need to know what is going to happen, so I'm gonna stop talking and get back to reading because I just need more. I need more. Sorry, what in the most perfect book did I just read? No. Rebecca Ross, you did not just do, you really did just do that to me. You really did just leave it there. You just ended it there. How dare you? How dare you? I don't know what to say. I need a minute. I mean, where do I even begin? 5 stars, obviously, like instant 5-star. I said that within the first like 100 pages. I was like, unless this goes like wild, this is 5-star energy. The writing in here is absolutely stunning. Like absolute perfection. It's so beautiful. It's not over the top and flowery. It's just enough description to like literally you can visualize every single little detail. It is like you are in here. Like, you know, have you seen that reel going around where it's like,
if I can just get in here, can I just get in here?
I don't want to be in the middle of a war, but at the same time, can I get in here? Because the writing was perfect. Besides that, the story, stunning. I still stand by, like, this is just You've Got Mail, but make it fantasy and add in some war. And, like, you have this book, which is, like, I mean, do you really need anything else? Do you need anything else? I do not think that you do. I also, you guys know, I'm a sucker for found family. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite trope. I will say it time and time again. I did not realize that that was going to be a trope in here, but oh, is it? And I love it. I love the little family that they have formed. I can't even tell you some of my favorite parts because they're spoilery, and I don't want to do that to you. But some of my favorite parts are just when they come together and like, It's just a big love fest. It is just a big love fest. I also just love the relationship between Roman and Iris. Like, they really do have such good chemistry, and their banter is like just enough without it being like too much. If you read like The Hating Game, you know that their banter was like a lot, right? Like, they were constantly going back and forth at each other. Roman and Iris, like, they have their banter, but it's not to the extreme. It's like just the perfect amount. And then obviously their chemistry is just so good, and their storyline and like where it goes tug at my heartstrings, man. I cannot, and I just can't believe she loved that. I cannot believe. I'm so happy I read this now, because this just means that I only have to wait like 2 months for the next one to come out. I can't imagine being one of the people that read this, when did this come out? Whatever, like when it came out months ago, and having to wait that time. Oh my god. Or like even years. Can you imagine? I would die. I would absolutely die. Yeah, this is perfect. I highly recommend it. If you love good writing, if you love a good fantasy story, while also being so easy to understand. Like, the fantasy in here is not heavy. Like, you can definitely understand it. There's definitely some talk about the gods and like what's going on and how they got to this war and that kind of thing, but it's not too much. It's not too much. And it's very like plot heavy as opposed to fantasy heavy. Like, obviously there's fantasy elements to it, being that is a war of gods, but like it's not, you'll understand it. Trust me, if I understand it, you'll understand it. There's obviously romance in here, so yes, it is a romantasy, but it's not like too much, and it's not overly spicy. There are some moments, but it's not like too much spice. It's just enough spice, in my opinion. I don't like overly spicy, so like maybe, you know, it wasn't enough for some people, but like it's a YA, you guys. It's YA, but it doesn't feel like a YA, okay? Am I just gonna keep going? I feel like I'm just gonna keep going. Just gushing about this book. This was worth the wait. Also, equally wish I read it sooner. I also totally get the hype, and I 100% think that it is worth the hype. I like, it lives up to it. You just get so lost in it, and it's such a quick read. It is so fast. Like, I just binged this, and I tried to take my time. I tried to take my time as much as I could, but like, such a quick read. I would highly recommend it to anyone. Anyone. Honestly. Anyone. Just go read it. It's so good. It's so good. I need it to be, well, I don't need it to be December yet, but like, I need to read the next one. I knew it. I knew I was gonna have such a big book hangover from this. Where do I go from here? And that is it for this vlog. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this weekend while we read Divine Rivals, put together my fall capsule. If there's anything that you want to see related to my fall capsule, definitely let me know. Like, if you have questions, or you want to see outfits, or any sort of like a video ideas off of that, definitely let me know in the comments. Also, if you have read Divine Rivals, let me know all of your thoughts. Spoiler free, please. Let's keep it spoiler free around here. But if you haven't read it, did I just convince you to? Because I really hope that I did, because it is that good. It is that good. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe if you are not already. Turn on the bell so you never miss a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
With you and I, the future